what's up guys? Today's a special day. We have the Evo in Mitch's shop. Where's Mitch? Somewhere over there. And we're putting the wing on. In the last video, you saw me put the doors on, which are right here. And you saw me die. But this time, we're gonna put this APR GT 1000 wing on right here. And our good old friend Mitch, found him, he's right there. He is gonna do all the fabrication for this Johnson right here. And to mount this wing. Since you can't mount this wing to a trunk because it'll just break any trunk, we have to build some form of a structure inside here. And I can put a picture right here of what I was talking about and all the different ideas that were happening. And so far we've got the trunk off. We need to move this amp right here and then start mocking everything up, I think. I don't know, I have to ask Mitch these questions and then go from there. But hopefully, since the doors are done, they didn't fly off on the way here. We're good to go for mod this Sunday if I don't get pulled over. But the doors are held down just by, I don't know if I explained it well, but the doors are held down by a quick bolt, and another bolt. So I added one more since the last video, and they're pretty good. I mean, up top here flexes because there's nothing here, but other than that, I think it's good to go. The other problem is my door light stays indefinitely on. So just like my airbag light, I'm gonna have to remove that one. This wing stand is actually edged, so he called it a knife edge. So obviously as it comes, the wing tapers on both sides to create like a small profile at the end, which makes it infinitely that much cooler. And they go all the way to the second element here. So it just comes down and goes there. Same with this one. He said they're closed rib knife edge, whatever that means. I understand the knife edge because it's pretty straightforward, but that's how it goes.
That should be good because
so Mitch got the first brackets, these squares, ready to go. Gonna weld the plate here and then riv nut all of these so then the structure bolts into the car just to make life easy in case we need to remove it for whatever servicing or any other mods we need to do in the future. So these were off Amazon, but everything else was ordered off Bookmaster, which is a lot nicer than this, and everything else is aluminum. This is the only steel. So this is gonna weld it here because this is like paper thin, and then we bolt it, and then Mitch does welding things, and then we bolt the wing on, and then hopefully we're done. 19 hours later. I'm just gonna talk about the doors because the last video I was literally dying, and the doors are pretty much done. So these are dry carbon, I think, or just some form of like pre-preg or something, just very thin, bolted together. The previous owner did quick releases because his car was tube chassis, so he was able to have it tied into his car. But instead I just did steel brackets throughout the whole car, and then we just ripped it into the B pillar here. I am gonna paint the entire like frame at some point with black steel it, just so it looks nice. Otherwise, because you can see it doesn't look the best down here, and I can go ahead and do that. So he also had the Lexan window with all the NACA ducts in it. I am gonna just get a blank sheet of Lexan and just cover it here, so I don't need it because I don't run a rear radiator, or the rear floor isn't cut for the brakes yet, or ever. I don't know if I'll ever do it. But this does allow me to add the rest of the wide body. The last piece I never added, so maybe we'll do that. All right, so now we got these welded, these bolted. Mitch is gonna tack these towers up right here, and then we're gonna put a beam on top for both. So those will get little towers, and then these will get, these already have the towers, and then the two railings across are gonna go on. And then once we figure that out, we can start mocking up the wing and trying to figure out where the tabs need to go. And the tabs are going to be connecting to here. So it's going to sandwich like this, and then we bolt it together. And then hopefully we're good. And then we have to figure out how to cut the trunk, which is gonna suck. And that's Mitch's drift car.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's good ground. She goes.
So Mitch just finished putting all the bars in there. He's tacking them up right now. Once they're done being tacked, right now we're checking level of the bars. So as long as they're straight across and zero level, right now it's like 0.1 degree. So after that is done, then we already mocked up the wing. So you should see that before this or after this, I don't know. The wing is like the perfect height with both those just on it, just sitting on top of it. So once the tabs are on, then it should be good to go. Oh, that meant to cut the trunk.
Around it, in between your legs, fucking. Is it?
So Mitch just tacked the whole thing on. My phone died, so I had to put it for charge. But Mitch just tacked it on, and it is glorious. It's very large. It's also, don't worry about the angle it's at. That's not a worry.
It's for lift, not for downforce.
Yeah, we're actually gonna take off. But here's what it looks like from the front. You just barely see the wing from the top. It looks wild. It is huge. Yeah, for those of you that worry, we're just gonna bring it down to one notch here, and it should be fine. It's not even a big deal.
Plenty of adjustment.
Yeah, look at the amount of adjustment on this wing is unreal. You got different slots here. You got this to do its bracing thing, and plenty of slots on here. But the wing is unreal. This is how it's mounted. Mitch made these wild ass brackets. Were they necessary to be this wild?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta make a square look pretty.
There you go. He made a rectangle look pretty. It's tacked, so don't worry about that. But yeah, it is mocked up for the first time completely, and it looks absolutely nuts. What do you think, Mitch?
I like the big wing.
I like big wing
I
too.
want to put a wing back on my Skyline.
This is Mitch's Skyline. Can we talk about your Skyline?
That's a piece of shit.
This is, I'm gonna put that in a separate clip, but we'll talk about that too. That looks proper.
Nice. I like it. I like the brackets came out really nice.
Stretch now. I clearance the trunk to fit around the wing stands, so hopefully this is good. Mitch is about to just put the structure on his jig, and now he's gonna weld it all up. It is 12 o'clock, midnight. As can be seen, it is dark. Car there, Mitch here, structure here, wing over there, trunk's here. So everything is coming along nicely. Here we go. Godspeed, brother.
The camera can watch it, but you
Yeah, I'll watch through my camera.
Yeah.
That's right. All right, what's up guys? So it's like the next day and the car is home. The wing didn't fall off. Fantastic news. I thought I'd give you final reactions, like actually show it, because towards the end it started becoming really late and I was getting tired. Mitch was getting tired. We just want to get the car done and home. And so now that the car's home, I can show you like closely how the structure is built and what he did and how the wing is mounted and how it looks all complete and said and done, because everything is done. The trunk needs a little bit of trimming, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. So I'll show you here. So this is how it looks. We cut 2 slits from on the trunk for the wing stands to come through, since the base is inside. It does rub a little. It's not the prettiest at the moment, but we're gonna fix that up and just trim it so it fits nicely and doesn't rub like this. Just, you know, clean that up. But this is pretty much how it looks like, fully assembled and ready to go. And then to take it off, we just undo that, pop that open, and then unlock this, pop that open. There we go. So this is what it looks like with the trunk off. There's my amp, nicely zip tied, professional job by yours truly. But here's how it looks. So this is the base, and this is how the car looks with the trunk off. Still got a sound system, don't worry, still a street car. But here's it bolted into the frame, or the car, I should say. And this whole aluminum structure can be unbolted and bolted in case I ever need to remove or something. Mitch made these custom tabs here to hold the wing on. There it goes. To hold the wing on to the car, pretty much, to the frame. And this bolts in. Everything was countersunk, so it's nice and flush, which was a good touch by Mitch. I didn't even think about that. Everything's called grade 8 hardware. It's all good to go. The bases are riv nutted. I believe you guys saw that, but just to reiterate, they're riv nutted into the steel brackets down below that he welded, and then the structure is bolted to that. And then it's just post 90 all the way across, and then these custom tabs that were made. And then it's these big wing stands that came with the wing, and it sits about this tall. This is a APR GT 1000, so it's got the 2 elements, the main element and the second element here. And then it's got all this adjustment on here, or I guess this might be better. It's got all this adjustment. APR has a full like CFD spreadsheet on their website for it. And that's for the second element, and the main element has its adjustment here. So you can adjust all of this for whatever you need. Both sides, of course, and that's pretty much it. So this is how the car looks, and it's all said and done. Well, thanks for watching another video of me ruining my Evo again. So nothing surprising. I think it's already ruined. I don't know what's next for this car, because it's pretty much wrapped up. I think just to enjoy it now is the whole reason, but after that we should be good to go. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.